Are you ready to see something absolutely amazing? Okay. I'm going to cascade through the cards like this. You just remember one. Any one. Here we go. Get one. Excellent. Did you get one? I'm going to go through. I'm going to cull out the card that I think you're merely thinking. And I would say that it's quite obvious. This is the one you're thinking. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. How do I know? Everybody picks the Ace of Spades. No? That wasn't the one you were thinking of? Let's try this. Nothing in the hands. Just the ace. Watch closely. I'm going to get nice and close to the camera. Watch. Queen of Hearts. Hopefully we got it. You're still watching. Excellent. That means my technique of piquing your interest in the very beginning worked. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about for verbal branding and taking your verbal branding and using it in your elevator pitch to make more connections and generate more business. When I first started doing professional magic, I did a lot of corporate banquets. And the first table was always the toughest sell. My original approach was, go up to the table. Hi, my name's Frank. I'd like to show you a little card magic. And to that, I got a lot of no's. People would roll their eyes, or they'd say, oh, no thanks, come back later. But as the night went on, they'd see the reactions of the rest of the tables, and they'd always ask me to come back. So I knew it was my approach. And this kind of approach is something that Stephen Mellinson talks about in his amazing book, Jaw Branding. Well, later on in my career, I changed my approach. Simply this. Hi, my name's Frank. John, the banquet manager, asked me to come over and do something that would blow your mind. Wow. What a difference those first 5 seconds make in your success rate. So how would you like to know how to apply that pique your interest technique that Stephen Mellinson shares? How would you like to know how to apply that directly to your elevator pitch? Well, here comes. 30 seconds? How about 5? That's what Stephen Mellinson tells us we have to pique their interest. So what should you never do? Avoid at all costs selling on category. Selling on category is simply talking about what you and everybody else in your industry does and describing it. Because now you're just a commodity. You just do what everybody else is doing. Let me give you 2 examples. We're a telecommunications company. We offer solutions to small, medium, and large businesses in the Northeast. Well, okay, so does everybody else. You're now a commodity. Second example. We are a marketing firm that helps you build your brand. Again, so does every other marketing firm. Here are 2 strategies to help you get out of that and to help you really pique interest. The first is called ambiguity, and the second is differentiation. So let's talk about the first. Stephen Mellinson certainly does do marketing. He understands marketing, and he helps you build your brand. But he never starts a conversation like that because what he does is different. His is ambiguous. He simply says, I do verbal branding. And he pauses and he waits. That's his opener. I do verbal branding. Because people, that's ambiguous. What exactly is verbal branding? So they always ask, what is verbal branding? Now, I teach persuasion, and from a persuasion perspective, this is genius. Because you just got them to ask and truly be interested in what you do. Not just to ask politely. And then he goes on to tell them about helping people manage their communications so that they can differentiate themselves and earn more dollars. It's that simple. And everybody needs that. That's a piece of genius. That's ambiguity, differentiation, because not all of us do something that nobody else does. So in those cases, you'd want to differentiate yourself. Telecommunications company. We do telecommunications. What makes us different and better is the way we bill. Well, what do you mean the way you bill? How could you not ask that question? How do you bill? And in this particular case, this company has a software that allows managers, every single manager in the company, to get their own detailed report tailored to their needs on their telecommunications bill so they can analyze costs and save money. But again, the lead-in is 5 seconds, and all you have to do is work on it until people actually ask. You have to pause at the end of that lead-in and let them ask you, what exactly do you mean by that? Now you're having a conversation and you're not just spilling details on these people. 2 additional tips for you. First, less is better. According to Stephen, people will walk away only remembering 1 or 2 points of what you said. So keep it interesting, short, concise, and clear. They'll love you. They'll remember you. Number 2, when somebody does ask you about a service, whether you provide a service that is on category, here's a great response. Of course we do that, but what makes us better and different is, and then fill it in. Now, I teach persuasion, and from a persuasion perspective, that is absolutely brilliant. Because think about it. They probably already have in their network people they know, like, and trust that do what you do. So when you say, of course we do that, you've just commoditized it. No big deal, everybody does. But what makes us different is, now, if they want that differentiation, their network's not going to help them. They need you. Brilliant. If you're not right now at a place where you understand what makes you different and better, that's okay. Because if you're on my blog right now, just look right below. I've written it out for you. I've given you some of the questions that Stephen has given us to help you discover what makes you different and better. If you're watching this on YouTube, what I suggest you do is click on the link somewhere over there, go to my blog, check out the questions, and that should help you. Once again, my name is Frank D'Amelio. My company is Target Intellect. I hope you enjoyed. Visit us at targetintellect.com and leave some comments on our blog. We'd appreciate that. Thanks.